Welcome back, dear students, to Standard 7 Biology class. Today we'll begin the fourth chapter in biology. The chapter name is Plant Life. In this chapter, you will learn about nutrition, photosynthesis, respiration, and the types of respiration. You have already studied about photosynthesis and respiration in your lower classes. In this chapter, you will learn in detail about these. So, we'll move on to the chapter Plant Life. You know that, like animals, plants also need food to live and grow. How do the plants and animals get their food from? Plants can make their own food, you know that, while animals depend upon plants and other animals for their food. The process of obtaining food by an organism for their growth, development, and to carry out all the vital activities is called nutrition. Nutrition is the process of obtaining food by an organism for growth, development, and to carry out vital activities. So, the mode of nutrition in plants is called autotrophic nutrition. It is a type of nutrition in which organisms make their own food from inorganic substances obtained from the environment. Such organisms that carry out autotrophic mode of nutrition is called autotrophs. What are autotrophs? The organisms that carry out autotrophic mode of nutrition is called autotrophs. The word autotroph is derived from two words. Auto means self and trophos means feed. So which organisms are autotrophs? All green plants can make their own food. So all green plants are autotrophs. Also, some bacteria which can prepare their own food also belong to this group. Since plants prepare their own food, they are also called producers. Plants are the main source of food for all the other organisms. Next, let's see how the plants prepare their food. What is the process by which plants prepare their food called? Yes, you have learned that, no? Photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is a process of using the energy of sunlight to convert water and carbon dioxide into glucose and oxygen. The reaction of photosynthesis can be denoted like this. Carbon dioxide plus water in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll gives glucose and oxygen. So here you can see that the final product of photosynthesis is glucose and oxygen. And what are the substrates used for photosynthesis? It is carbon dioxide and water. Sunlight and chlorophyll is also essential for photosynthesis to be carried out. So what are the things required for the plants to carry out photosynthesis? Carbon dioxide, water, sunlight and chlorophyll. How do the plants get the carbon dioxide from? Carbon dioxide is a gas and it is present in the atmosphere. So the carbon dioxide will be taken in by the plants through the minute pores present on the surface of leaves called stomata. So carbon dioxide is taken into the plant through the stomata. Carbon dioxide is the source of carbon which is necessary for the formation of glucose. Water is also an important requirement of photosynthesis. Only 1% of the water absorbed by the roots is utilized in photosynthesis. The rest of the water is lost by transpiration. How do the plants get the water from? Water is absorbed from the soil by the roots. The root hairs absorb the water and it is taken into the xylem. Xylem acts as a pump. It carries the water and it is transported up to the stem and to the leaves. Through the veins and veinlets, the water reaches to all parts of the leaf. So the xylem vessels help in the transportation of the absorbed water to all parts of the plant. Another important requirement of photosynthesis is sunlight. The light energy of the sun is absorbed by the chlorophyll and it is used to convert the raw materials like carbon dioxide and water into chemical energy, that is glucose. This is a role of sunlight. Chlorophyll is also very essential for photosynthesis. You know that chlorophyll is the green pigment present in green plants. Where is the chlorophyll present? It is present in the chloroplast of leaf cells. Chloroplast is a cell organelle that you have studied earlier. So the chlorophyll pigment gives green color to the leaves and young stem of plants. The main function of chlorophyll is to trap or absorb the light energy of the sun. This light energy is used to convert the raw materials carbon dioxide and water into glucose. So what are the basic requirements of photosynthesis? For photosynthesis to carry out, plants require certain things, that is carbon dioxide, water, sunlight and chlorophyll. With this, we wind up today's class. The remaining part will be discussed in the next class. Thank you and have a nice day.